Hello, and welcome back to Arcanum. I'm your host, the Social Solipsist, and last time we arrived in Caledon finally, and then made our way through all of the sewers. I hope all of the sewers. I hope there wasn't more than that, because that took a solid like 40 minutes, if I remember correctly. Made our way back in through the backside of the Panari Temple, which I'm sure we'll need to go in the front side of at some point. And besides that, basically just killed a lot of rats. We haven't really explored Caledon at all, so I think we need to wait till morning to do that, since it's just after 9 p.m., which means everybody's been asleep for 4 hours. What the... What? Okay, I may need to reload, but I guess we'll just read the dialogue. This is after I tried to open the door, after seeing that, hearing the scream and the death rattle, and then seeing the hit points go up. The guard addresses you gruffly. Citizen, this is no place for you. Move along. What is happening here? Have you not been reading the newspapers? There's a murderer on the loose. This is where one of his grisly murders occurred. You mean, like right now while you were standing outside? Perhaps I can help find the murderer. Ha! That's all we need, an amateur detective. You'd best be speaking with Chief Inspector Henderson if you want to pursue your fantasy any further. I am sure he will welcome your offer of help with his characteristic joy. Where can I find this chap? At the police station, of course. 5 Saints Ave off Temple Road. Thanks. Can I at least get a look inside? Is this unlocked? No, they're all jammed, of course. I want to see what's inside. And then I might reload. How do I want to do this? Maybe like this.
Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type. I won't do this for much longer.
Well, now I'm in combat and I can't get out of it. Why am I under attack? Oh. Oh, it aggroed people. Okay. Huh, interesting. This whole game doesn't have an arrest mechanic at all. Which it really ought to. There's a trap door here that I can't open that even has unique dialogue to tell me I can't open it. I'm probably jumping the gun on this whole thing, but now I'm really curious why they're so against me seeing what's inside. Wait, which one of my guys is using a gun? Is that fucking, Virgil? Trying to use a gun? There's nothing to loot. And... yeah, okay. Well, this was... much too heavy for you to move. Your exertions do not seem to have any effect on what looks to be a trapdoor of some sort. It's much too heavy for you to move. Well, that doesn't make sense unless there's a secret passage of some kind. Which I am not detecting. I like how the citizen isn't bothered by the brutally murdered guard outside. It's not one of these candlesticks or... Well, that's just goofy. Is this a one-way only... I guess maybe it's a one-way only door, trap door, but still, like... Huh, okay, well... I wonder if it was just a fluke of the, like... I guess they die once they come into frame. That time she didn't make a noise. The guard addresses you gruffly. Citizen, this is no place for you. Move along. No, I hadn't heard about it. Distasteful business. This cuts him up like a surgeon, he does. Not much else to tell, really. Perhaps I can find the murderer. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we'll catch up with that. I don't remember. We did hear about that before. I don't remember if it was through the paper or some other, one of the, like, rumor, just random offhand rumor remarks. Where is the, actual entrance to the town? Is it over here? No, that's... Is there an official... I guess it's out here, huh? Oh, right. We came in here. How did we end up getting to the, I genuinely don't recall how we ended up getting to the, the heck is this? Getting into the sewers. Okay, let's go out to the outer reaches first, and then... if we can find our way out. What are all these places? Why are there guards outside them? What's happening here? It's the same thing. Wait, what was the name of the... This was not the right... This was not the right road. This is the right house number, but not the right road. Let's see. Grey Wolf Terrace. Therapeutic tinctures. What the heck is this? It's like a little villa. That's weird. Yeah, this game has a lot of, well, as is unsurprising, using a 2D engine, has a lot of layering issues. Proprietor is asleep, but he left his front door open. Of course there's a Kingsway, because there has to be a Kingsway everywhere. Whose newspaper is this? Was this my newspaper? Am I an idiot? It does say Tarrant newspaper, so I think... Did I read this before? I don't think so. Well, let's read it. White church murderer strikes again. Police baffled ask citizens for help. Any information the citizens of Caledon could provide would be greatly appreciated, unquote. Chief Inspector Henderson told reporters earlier today. Quote, we will use whatever means necessary to catch this heinous killer, unquote. This is the second in what police are beginning to fear will become a string of murders if the madman responsible is not brought to justice soon. Details the police have shared with the public are scarce, but we do know the killer seems to have a preference for ladies of the night, as it were. This does not mean, quote, this does not mean the public can rest easy, end, unquote. Chief Inspector Henderson continued, quote, who knows when the murderer will tire of easy prey and begin seeking out our wives and daughters, unquote. Any citizen with information pertaining to the case should contact the Chief Inspector at 5 Saints Ave immediately. I don't know that the rest of these are of any interest. City Council meeting on Friday. I don't know what day Friday is. It's just day of the week. You know what? If it's important, well, if it's important, they shouldn't make it easy to miss. I'm going to have to assume that it either isn't easy to miss, or and will run whatever day I show up, or it won't, or it's not important enough. What can you tell me about Victor Misk? Absolutely nothing. Cool. Let's see. Keitzel Pierce. He's named right off the bat even. Do I know this guy? Hello, Keitzel. Oh, I did not recognize you at first glance, Jeremiah Sanchez. Tell me, have you any news of Dudley? I am sorry to say I did not run across him in my travels. He appears saddened by your words. Well, I give you my utmost thanks for keeping an eye out for the chap. I can only hope that he decided to go home and did not feel it necessary to inform me. Thank you, Jeremiah Sanchez. You're welcome. Goodbye. I feel like that's an offhand conversation I probably had more than 100 episodes ago. And it took like 2 minutes and I have no reason to remember it. But at least I know where he is if I ever find Dudley. Let's see, does anyone else have anything to... Ooh, chug. Nobody else really has anything to say. Alright. Well, back to... What are you tripping on? Oh, also, before I forget... Virgil, apparently you can't... What? Was it not Virgil? Which one of you dopes has a gun equipped? What is going on? Who's carrying my guns? I'm not crazy, right? Somebody go back and check the footage and tell me whether I'm crazy. I was not the only one with a gun. Maybe it was the guard. That would explain it. Still, I could have sworn. Okay, well. What? Why is there combat music? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Well, I didn't attack anybody, but clearly, Sog made a choice, and that choice was to kill the bunny, and you know what? That's... Uh-oh. Well, I think I may have just found who the murderer is. Yo. Hello, sir. Can I ask your name? I'm David Witt, owner of this here farm. What do you grow here? Hey, I don't actually grow anything. This is a fur farm. I raise rabbits. My furs are considered the softest, finest quality pelts in all the land. You'll find my product in all sorts of finery. In the trim of a lady's ball gown, lining the inside of a gentleman's winter coat, even swaddling the newborn nobility. Wow, it sounds as if you do quite well for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna jump in right here because I don't like this response. Okay, there's a lot. I'm gonna avoid getting into a discussion of fur farming in the real world, because it goes both ways. This doesn't make a lot of sense in the context of the game as a thing that people would protest about, at least not to me. Given the analogous setting that they are trying to build here to like a like sort of industrial revolution era society of sorts, that seems like a weird what's the word I'm looking for? Like semi-anachronistic thing to raise. Wow, it sounds as if you do quite well for yourself. Yeah, I've done all right for my daughter and myself. At least I was. What happened? Something very strange has been happening lately. You don't say. Every night, one of my rabbits is killed and partially devoured. The signs indicate a large beast of some sort, but no one else in the area is being bothered or has seen anything strange. If you're available, I'd really appreciate some help figuring it out. I'll try. How long has this been going on for? The killings have been happening for nearly a full lunar turn. Wow, that's a little on the nose. If things keep up at this rate, I'll be ruined within another 2. Rabbits breed quickly, but not that quickly. What about a dog? Do you own a dog? Or perhaps it's a wolf? There aren't any wolves for miles. That's not true. I ran into some on the way here. In fact, quite a few. I don't own a dog. I tried that before. Too much trouble keeping them from scaring the rabbits. I never had one that ate them, though. Does anyone else live here with you? My daughter lives with me. You don't say. You can talk to her if you'd like. She's been missing a lot of nights. Suspect she's sneaking out to see her betrothed. Winked. To be young again. Let me talk to her. I'll see if I can find out anything else. Yikes, dude. I mean, fuck's sake, you... Like, if you're not concerned, why aren't you out there with a gun or something? You know, very obviously see your daughter murdering a rabbit and then coming in for the night. Okay. Let's make another save. And then this seems like a good place for us to, or a good time for us to fast forward. And then see what's going on with Girly here. Hello! Half of us have been standing in your bedroom since we saw you murder that thing. Hello, may I ask your name? My name is Cynthia. Can I help you with something? I'm looking for training as an apprentice, because we might as well do this first. Okay. I'd like to talk to you about the rabbit slayings. Oh, it is awful. The poor things, devoured at night by some horrible beast. How do you know it is a horrible beast? Well, I don't know for certain. It's just that I have these nightmares about it every night. I dream some horrific beast attacks and devours one of my rabbits, and every morning I awaken to find it is true. Sobs. Please help us find what is doing this. Have you seen anything? Perhaps as you return from your tryst? Blushing becomingly. Oh, no. Is that what Father told you? I was seeing my betrothed for a time, but I have been so exhausted lately I have not been awakening to make our rendezvous. Exhausted? But why? I am very distressed by what is happening to my rabbits. As soon as the sun sets, I come to my room and fall into such a sound sleep. I do not. Oh God, how hard are we gonna hit this on the nose? I come to my room and I fall into such a sound sleep. I do not awaken until it is morning, but I always awaken from the nightmare. And when I check on the rabbits, another has been killed. It is very puzzling. No one has seen this beast. I have tried to stay awake and keep watch, but have been unable to. I pray you are successful in solving the mystery. I do not want my father to lose the farm. I will keep looking for clues. Thank you for your help, Cynthia. Look at it. Look at the bunny. Well, I'm gonna try two things here. One is I'm gonna reload this one. I think that was the wrong choice. But actually now I'm curious. This is not what I'm gonna do, but wow, it just jumps ahead past all the dialogue that I had before to I know who he is and what's happening to his rabbits. Hello, David.
I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type. I won't do this for much longer.
Wait, I said hello, David, and then we got into combat. What? Why? So I just gained the quest by talking to him the first time. Yeah, because it's 10:30 when I kill her, then I go inside and talk to him at 10:31 and then I get the quest. Now I'm really curious. I have to experience the jank.
An impressive attack.
I'm glad you liked it. Discovered what's been happening to your rabbits. You did? What is it? I am afraid it was a werewolf. A werewolf? Oh my, that would explain why no one ever saw anything during the day, wouldn't it? I trust you destroyed the beast? I did, but what? Realization dawning on his face. No, tell me it wasn't her. Who was the werewolf? When I destroyed the beast, it transformed into your daughter. Utterly grief-stricken. No, this cannot be. Not my baby, my sweet little girl. Suddenly turning wild eyes upon you. You killed my baby. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was her. Sobbing uncontrollably. I know it wasn't your fault. How did this happen? Please go, just go. I need to be alone. What? Why do I have two of this? Are these both gonna aggro him?
Hey, I don't understand why
I think those
attacking
dialogue
such a
lines are being
type.
fed from the script
I won't
wrong.
do this for much longer.
Because they're the same, and then one of them makes me aggro him. Okay. Now let's do it this way. Okay. Well, what are my options here? I could just wait for night and see if I can confront her upon transformation, but something tells me that won't work. Let me go rummage through their farm and see if I can find anything. It's the kind of thing where you'd think we could find, this is literally just farm animals making the game chug. They have no function. Well, you'd think you could find the werewolf who converted her. Maybe the... I mean, I suppose it could be the, her betrothed, but we have no information about him. So that seems... I don't know, unlikely at best. I want everybody to get out of my way. I'm sort of regretting doing a charisma build and with a big party, because as interesting as it sometimes is, it's mostly a nuisance. Gotta keep every one of you dopes alive, and you're causing my frame rate to shit. Let's just wait until night again and see what happens. The werewolf just ran through your front room. Are you really not gonna... Dude. Hold on. Can I... Boy, I would give the game a lot of credit if I could resurrect her right now. Holy shit, that worked. I did not expect the game to be that well put together. Credit where it is due, holy fuck. I may have to take that back immediately. She no longer has a name and will not talk to me. Yo, what's up? I discovered... I did, but... Cynthia was the werewolf. Wow. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Way to give me false hope. You know what? No, that's on me. I shouldn't have believed. That wasn't something to give credit for. That was totally incidental that it worked. Oh boy. Well. Let's find out how to actually deal with this. As before, I'm just gonna look that fucker up because I don't feel like hanging around and experimenting too much longer. Because I'm sure it's... Wrong tab. I'm sure it's something stupid. David... Wit... Arcanum... Because God forbid we give these quests names. Come on. Where is it? Inside you'll meet David Witt and his daughter Cynthia. From them you'll learn some beast has been preying on their rabbits, and that Cynthia has suddenly started having bad dreams. To figure out what's going on, wait outside the house at night. You'll witness the lycanthrope come out of Cynthia's bedroom, kill a rabbit, and then go back inside. Be sure to keep your followers far away, or else they might come to the aid of the rabbit. Talk to David Witt again and tell him what you saw. That will earn you 3,600 experience. Witt will ask you to find a cure for his daughter. Wow. And then you have to go to an entirely different town I've never been to. Is that worth it? I don't know. I guess I can always come back and shoot her. If the guy wants to go broke, he wants to go broke. I'm not going to stop him. Okay. Is this far enough away? Hopefully. She's really bad at this. Getting her ass kicked by a rabbit. I mean, don't get me wrong, rabbits are not totally docile, but... Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing out here? Alright, dude. Here's what's up. Hello, David. Again, David, can I ask you some questions? Okay, the game really wants me to ask this stupid question, so I'll ask it. With the growing social awareness, do you get many protesters? I know just how to deal with them damn hoity-toity types, past Pat's pistol holstered at his hip. Okay, so you've even got a gun, but you're not bothering to go outside to protect your rabbits. Or, I don't know, pen them up. Jesus. Come on, man. You can't have free-range rabbits like 500 feet from a town. It's just not going to work out for you. I don't like any of these responses. Give me apprentice training. Why not? And then I gotta talk to you again. I discovered what's been happening to your rabbits. You did? What is it? I'm afraid it's your daughter. Incredulous. My daughter? What are you talking about, mister? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but she's become a werewolf. For no rhyme or reason, and with no background that we can discern, we just observed it, because, you know, we had the wherewithal to look out the fucking window, unlike some people. A werewolf? Oh no, not my baby. It can't be. What are we to do? We will probably have to kill her. No, don't hurt her. She's all I have left in the world since her mother's death. Please, you're a traveler. Perhaps you have heard of a cure. Both of these are shitty. No, I have not. Please, sir, in your travels, if you happen to find a cure, think of us. I have heard there are astounding cures in the great mage city of Tula. Perhaps if you look there. But don't hurt her. I'll make sure she's locked up at night. I swear I will. She won't hurt anyone. I won't hurt her. If I ever find a cure, I will return with it. Oh, thank you, Jeremiah Sanchez. Thank you. I will take my leave of you now. I must go and speak with Cynthia. This will be most distressing to her. I pray you return to us shortly. Goodbye. Yikes, dude. Yikes. Well, let's see if she has anything to say for herself. And if not, we'll see what happens. Apparently nothing. Well, that was, well, mostly pretty boring. But it was something, I guess. Something a little different, something to laugh at. Okay, next time on Arcanum, we'll start exploring, well, the remainder of the outskirts of Caledon and then Caledon itself. And maybe eventually we'll get around to the main quests again. Who knows?